Hi, I'm Draven Gray with Rock Singing Lessons, and I want to talk to you about extending your voice range and kind of the basics or the fundamentals of the voice. So first, let's start with chest voice. So these are chest and head voice are different vocal registers, kind of where the voice resonates, the best way to describe it. Chest voice resonates more downward, more in the chest, more in the neck a little bit, and it's kind of where you're used to talking from. Now, it's not exactly where you sing from, but you will feel that resonance there when you're on your lower notes, like ah, like those are all much lower resonating. And head voice, the head voice register is more resonating in the head. Think of your angelic or your Mickey Mouse voice, like ah, and it resonates kind of above the neck, more in the head. And there is another thing, people say mixed voice a lot. It's not really another register, so that's kind of a misnomer. It's actually mixed resonance, where you're using both head for the note and chest voice musculature to add weight to the voice, so it sounds like a chest voice note. So you're able to pull that into a full voice. And that's something we can go over in much more detail in a lesson. So another thing is, I would say probably the most fundamental part of the voice rather than pitch. So singing and pitch, being able to sing on key. Besides that would be bridging and connecting the voice. And the pedagogy or the methodology that a lot of what I teach is based in, that's the most important thing about the voice in that methodology, is bridging and connecting the voice so that your registers, chest voice and head voice, become all just one voice. So you can do things like, ah. So there's not really a break in the voice, where normally, like if you sing, for guys, this would be a, ah. There's like a flip or a change of gears into head voice. For women, that would be much higher. You would think you'd be more on the A, so, ah. And you would break somewhere in here. And so this is about connecting that, so it's ah, and there's no real break in the voice anymore. Now, what I just did is that mixed resonance, going up to a head voice note with the chest voice muscles, ah, versus ah. So there's a real difference there as well. But I really want to talk to you more about the placement of the voice, so that not just bridging and connecting the voice, which we can go over in much more detail in a lesson, and I can help you get there and learn how to do that. And I want to talk to you about placement, because that's what's really going to extend your range, probably immediately. So for a lot of people, they tend to sing from where they talk from, more that chest resonance, but they're putting all their vowels down here, all the resonance of the voice, all the vibrations of the voice down in the throat. We want to lift that up to the soft palate, because that's where your voice really resonates for singing. So you're talking like, ah, down here versus ah, where it's more stable, it rings out better, it's more beautiful. That's a placement up in the soft palate. So real quick, I want you to make a soft K sound breathing inward. Just k, 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 just a soft K. K, k. Where your tongue is hitting on the roof of your mouth, it's kind of where the hard palate and the soft palate meet, like a ridge. That's where you want to point the resonance of your voice. It kind of anchors there. And you can move it around from there, but that's where you want the voice anchored. And so when you're singing, mentally think of the voice going in that spot. So let's say if you're singing the C, ah, you want to focus up in that spot, that resonant spot. There's a couple ways to do this. One is using your embouchure, which I'm sure you see with a lot of live singers, like when you watch your favorite singers, they get a really big smile or they like bare their teeth. What they're doing, embouchure means mouthpiece. They're doing a horizontal embouchure, which lifts the voice naturally. So like if you're talking and you smile, suddenly the voice lifts up and it cuts through better. It projects a little bit better. It's the same thing with the voice. You're trying to get up to that spot. So just this, like you're biting an apple almost, that. It lifts the voice up to that resonant spot. So now doing this, ah, would be ah, which you can't hear as much there as you can going over your bridge. Ah, See, if I relax too much, it's going to try to go back into the throat. So just getting that placement, even if you have to put your finger on your bottom lip and think that you're singing up and over your finger, and still get this embouchure in. That helps lift the voice up, overcomes a lot of the issues with singing from the throat. Another thing you could try is maybe relaxed speech. So if you're thinking staying in front of your jawline with your vowels. So like an imaginary line between your ear and your chin. If you talk up here, I know it sounds funny, but talking up here where it's relaxed forward, your speech is much more in the place you would sing from. So if you're having a problem with a lyric, say it first. Say it in front of that line as relaxed as you can forward, and then try to sing it from that same spot. Again, that's all about the resonant spot. There's other things involved, like pushing down for volume, like you clench below your navel, that huh, like doing something like that. Go ahead and try it. Huh! You can feel it tighten below the navel. That's where your volume's coming from. So when you need to get loud or you feel like you want to get loud, push down there rather than having the tension in your throat. And I would say, I guess, oversimplified, the singing is all about going from the top down, like putting the note into the soft palate and then adding weight with different muscles, adding like dampening the larynx or lowering your larynx, add the oh. Like there's different things you can do to color the voice from there. So what I want you doing with this is practice singing up and over your finger, like over the pencil, over your finger, using your embouchure, and trying to bridge the voice. Starting for men, it would be a here. Try to push that up into the hard palate. For women, you're up. I want you focusing on that. And to get more in depth with this, go ahead and sign up. Click below. Sign up on rocksinginglessons.com. And I'll see you next time.